What's up, friends of the good mood? This is Manni and welcome to a special video with the title Catch Me If You Can, because I'm a raven. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to absolutely fool the living heck out of the enemies with this jumping raven. You see, I also have the 6.2 update jump module equipped. With power cells I can jump even more, so these guys are actually going to hate me so much later, okay? Let's just start by obliterating this meta machine, aka Ravana right there. And now I'm getting a free kill. There's Hellburner sitting around and just exploding himself down to death. I took him down and got myself another kill. And it's not about the winning part in this video that I want to show you guys here. It's more about the way how I fool them, okay? This is crazy. We have a leech down there with his leech ability going on right now, so I better jump down real quick. I don't want to fight him as long as his resistance is up. But now that his resistance is gone, you know, I can do this. Oh, he's phase shifting. Okay, okay. And at this point, I know I can now shoot him. And then he has last stand. So I have to bring down his last stand and then somehow not have line of sight so I don't take unnecessary damage. So what I do, last stand and then jumping behind the pillar for a second where I get my protection for his last stand duration. And then there is another enemy coming in. We see him coming. It's a Hades. And I'm in cover. And now with 450 meters range... Oh, I realize he's got 350 meters range. So I'm jumping away because I can fire up to 600 meters. And boop, get another kill. Somehow I'm even first with the old Raven here. But look how I'm jumping around left and right. And I'm basically just everywhere at the same time. For now, I basically just try and get this guy because he's coming for the AFK player. Why do we have two AFK players in one match? Maybe because it's Yamantau. I don't know why. I don't know what's happening. But one thing I do know, I can get the kill because I'm a super quick Raven. Oh yeah, he feels safe behind this wall, right? So yeah, let me just do this. Hi! And zup, there he goes. Beyond godlike with a Raven, dude. Alright, so... time to keep on going. And over the course of this video, I'm not only going to get some kills here and there, I'm going to be jumping away from enemies and really make them catch me. And they're going to try everything in their power to catch me, and I'm just going to be avoiding them as long as possible. That's going to be really funny. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you like this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done that yet, and stay with me for the next upcoming videos. Look how I'm just bouncing left and right. I'm jumping around like a maniac, and now I'm only having 2 weapons. I don't even regenerate my health anymore. I only regenerate health when I jump, because I have the pilot skill that lets me regenerate HP every time I jump, which I do right now, but that's the only way. Now look at this Ares. I'm being followed by so many people. Now look what I'm gonna do. With 2 weapons only, I already lost 50% of my health, but I'm jumping away, leaving them all behind, and the only reason he didn't die right there was because he fell behind a corner. Now I would even get the kill, but he got killed by the other dude. With... I don't know, 20,000 health and already 2 weapons gonna be destroyed. And they're coming for me, man. It's 3,600 HP I have. Now I only have 1,500. I walked away from them, and then I tried to triple jump up onto the roof of this box right here. It would have worked. Unfortunately, I hit the ceiling of the map, so I couldn't make it. If there hadn't been a ceiling on the map blocking me, I would have perfectly made it up to on top of that position. Now, again, low health, only 2 out of 4 weapons active on the robot. I lost 50% of my firepower, but I'm still here. So, yeah, let's let's kill the next guy. And I don't know how many times he tried to catch me. By the way, look at this awesome effect in the skies. Now I'm jumping up here, trying to do this again, and this time, whoops, it actually works. I'm making it all the way up here. Unfortunately, the enemy has an Auchun now. If the enemy didn't have a flying robot, I would be so safe here. They would never be able to catch me if this was a Strider or a Kamiho, a Phantom, a Leech, a Ravana. It doesn't matter. They wouldn't be able to catch me here because I could constantly just walk around and stay up here. But since it is a flying Auchun, I know he can kind of fly, not necessarily up there, but high enough to shoot me. So that's why I'm deciding to jump down. But still, look, I'm still trying to escape him with the Raven. It's still the first Raven, by the way. I'm not using many Ravens here. This is the first one still. And I'm just jumping away and trying to escape, but eventually, you know, they're gonna get me. But man, I'm not done. I'm not done applying strategy tips and tricks, okay? Let me show you something real quick. I know we have an Ao-Chun against us, and one thing that Ao-Chuns hate more than anything else in the world is when they use their flight ability and they can't hit you with it, even though they thought they would. So what I'm doing here, I'm hanging my weapons up. I'm showing myself. Did you see that maneuver, by the way? I first hang there, then I jump up from this position, walking around, fooling him a little bit, acting like I was a target, and then I'm hanging here now. He immediately thinks, aha, I can reach him, but I knew he wouldn't. I knew he can't reach me here when I'm hanging like this, and so I made him use his stealth ability for absolutely no good reason. Then due to the new targeting issue, I'm losing my target lock for a second, but so does he. And yeah, now we're gonna have a bit of fun here. I lost his targeting again because I walked a little bit out of his reach there, and therefore I was able to out-brawl him here. And the only reason I was able to defeat him is because I managed to make him think he can reach me with his flight ability because I was hanging up there when really he actually couldn't. Now, again, I'm low HP. I still have my weapons though. So what I'm doing here, I'm doing a bit of corner shooting because he came back with his Ao-Chun. It's one of those meta players who doesn't... he probably goes to bed with his Ao-Chun. It's like, this thing is like his number one super robot. And I can see why. It's like so crazily overpowered. I've made a video with the Calamity Ao-Chun. If you haven't yet seen it, it's so an overpowered machine, dude. Go on, check out in the upper right corner and see what I mean. But now, do you think I still have a chance against him with my low HP? Let's not forget, he's got a setup that does never miss. No matter how fast I jump around, he never misses. But despite his last stand, I do a lot of firepower and damage here, so I can actually survive long enough for his thing. And that's when he realized, I think this is the moment when he probably rage quitted. He threw his phone against the wall or something, man. This is crazy. How much I was able to fool them and annoy the heck out of these guys by using this Ao-Chun. I mean, this is really incredible here. And boop. Yep, there it was. I just jumped towards him, just showing him that, man, you can't get me. I'm out of your reach. So, we actually did 2.5 million damage and won the battle with 10 kills in free fall. That's awesome. And then I'm showing you the other experience with a Raven, okay? First off, I want to jump away. I realize I'm between multiple players, so what I want to do, I want to jump away, because I know probably Ao-Chun somewhere, probably Leech somewhere, probably Ravana somewhere. What am I gonna do against this meta stuff, right? I can't win against this. Not when there's multiple ones. So I wanted to jump first away, but someone not only has a flying Ao-Chun, immediately activates the flight ability, but he also has lockdown ammo, which means I can't jump away. Even in mid-jump, he's going to prevent me from doing further jumps, so I couldn't actually use my mobility to jump away from this. And at this point, I was like, you know what, guys? This is so lame. Look at this Ao-Chun. What a hero. I'm down to 20,000 HP, and he's like, screw this guy. He could shoot him. He could shoot him. He's not doing that. He wants the free kill here on the Raven that has 2 weapons left with 20,000 HP and is completely helpless against the meta stuff. And I was like, at this point, you know what, guys? This is so lame and boring. Let's just drop something, too, that can fight you, okay? And I don't even have Quantum Radar on this Ares, but I have Firepower. And I have my shield. Firepower and shield, and that's what I need, okay? So, at this point, I was like, okay, guys, enough with your meta and your boringness. Let me deploy something that can hurt you, too. And that was this Ares. And although I do not have the Quantum Radar, can't shoot them out of the air, once they land, they become a sweet target for me. This guy is still first, but let me promise you guys one thing, he's not gonna remain first for long. When I hop into this Ares, you can tell you know that things will be changing pretty quickly. And unfortunately, I was not able to do much with that Raven, because I wanted to also include this in the video, right? It seemed like, in the previous video, it seemed like the Raven was so good. No, it's not so good when you have the meta enemies around you with Outchons, with Ravanas and Leeches and everywhere. You can attack them, you can have successful runs, but you can also run in those situations where they just meta you down. That's what they do, they just meta you down, and there's nothing you can do, literally nothing. You're like a little helpless baby, unable to protect yourself against this meta stuff. And yeah, so I decided to show you this also in the video because it's a legitimate thing. Did you notice this, by the way? The nemesis behind us, he just sent rockets. Here, listen to the sound. Bam, 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 bam. You saw the rockets coming in, okay? You still see a rocket actually on the screen. That means the nemesis has just used his ability. That means he's dead now. Bye-bye, dude. That's it for you, dude. And then I should have focused him, but he would have activated his leech ability anyways. So I'm moving away here. I'm already first, right? With the first Ares that I used. And I'm still taking damage from the leech ability from the other leech. But yeah, I'm waiting for the Lancelot to come so far out into the open that there's no way he's gonna get into cover in any way before he dies. And there he goes. That was also, that feels kind of lame because it's also an old Lancelot. But then again, the Ares is not necessarily the most up-to-date robot either. A Phantom, Scorpion in the future when it comes to the live server, an Outchon with you know, Shield Breaker, all these things that run fast, and Ravana, my God, don't even get me started with Ravanas. They absolutely destroy the Ares because they can invincibility constantly and walk inside your shield and then three-shot kill you with your low amounts of HP with their storms or whatever. Man, Ravanas are like your most dangerous enemy in the Ares. But yeah, I still consider it a very powerful robot because it has like so much firepower. It's like the robot with the highest amount of firepower in the game when you add in the second ability, right? And the ability weapons. And that's why I'm still in my first Ares here. And releasing this Phantom's last stand. This would have been dangerous, by the way. A last standing Phantom can seriously cripple you with your Ares. You may bring him down to last stand, but with last stand he still stands inside your shield and kills you. It was imperative that I got his last stand out before he reached me. And now we have exactly what I was talking about, a Ravana that I constantly fired upon, so he's low amounts of HP now. He's trying to get in range, but I'm trying my very hardest to stay out of his reach. There's a certain distance that he can cross with his abilities, but eventually if I just walk away too far away from him, not even with all his abilities, he's going to be able to reach me, as you see right here. Meanwhile, staying safe from the flamethrower of the Falcon there. Falcon, that's the word. And now, with all this firepower and despite the lags, with overdrive unit, even the Falcon gets flipped and destroyed. Nice. Alright, and still, this is still the first same Ares. And I got to say, ladies and gentlemen, it feels good to destroy those meta dudes. Let's be honest, I'm running a powerful setup, no doubt about it. But I was trying to make use of the Raven, and they just wouldn't. They just dominated the heck out of my Raven, man. There was nothing I can do. So it feels good to jump into something equal and destroying them too, you know? That's good. So let's see what's going to happen now. I'm trying to make him think it's a good time to dash into the open, and it worked. But he uses 2 dashes and it is in safety. And that is now a Strider, and what he needs to do in order to have a chance, he needs to get close. So I got close enough for him to think it's a good moment to attack, and then I just walked backwards and he realized, wait a minute, he's out of range again. Now he lost all his weapons except one. He can't corner shoot, he can't shoot over the cover, so he's got to use his dashes, he's got to expose himself to fire, and that's when I'm going to get him. Right here, and yeah, so tried the Raven, didn't work in the second match, but it worked that the Ares took care of it afterwards. And yeah, catch me if you can, ladies and gentlemen. When I'm running this Raven, it's very hard to catch me. The reason why they got me was because they had lockdown ammo, and the lockdown ammo prevented me from jumping away. If they didn't have lockdown ammo, I would have triple jumped onto the other side of the map where no one is in the beginning. In the beginning of this match, if you take a look at here, there is no one. No one is here. They spawn in our position. I would have jumped all the way over there and would have watched them kill each other over from a distance. but because of the lockdown ammo, they prevented me from doing any further jumps. You see it here? No further jumps possible because of lockdown ammo. And that was the fatal part. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like and comment down below. And if you haven't already, hit subscribe as brutal as a man can hit for more. Thanks for being with me. You guys are awesome as always. Manni-Gaming signing off. Bye-bye.